Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We are here just outside the Steelwatch Foundry. Mage Hand is stuck up there on the roof, that's fine. We previously went snooping around in here and found out that one of the gnomes who was working on the creatures has family that is stuck in a prison somewhere. So save the Gondians, find the prison. Now, I have no idea where that prison is, if it's somewhere inside of the foundry, if it's somewhere else, but there is this kind of northwest corner of the part of the city that we've not seen yet. So for now, I'm just going to take a short rest, get some of our HP and bits back,
that hit the spot.
And we'll just go for a little walk, see if we find anything. Keep out. Well, that's very specific, isn't it? And over here, that's the end of the world as we know it. Citizen, Bella Truscott. Do you have anything to say about this keep out matter?
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
That's a bit ominous, isn't it? Alright, so this sign says keep out. And I can't get up the stairs on the left-hand side. What about the right-hand side? We can if we just walk around here. Right, I'm not going to go through the keep out doorway just yet. I will try and do things within the realms of the law while I can. We are also on the lookout for zombies wandering the city. Tarhan Nemesis, level 1 butler. What a bizarre name. Double doors. And a pathway. A pouch? Wow, just a bunch of abandoned gold, huh? I'll take it. We got some knotted roots that would give us access to the double doors above. Trapped or just hiding around the edge of the world?
With pleasure.
Thank you, Astarian. Take all of that.
All's well that ends not as
Make sure we're leading the party with Lucy. Seems to be another building to our left, though not one that I can necessarily see ways to access. Poppies? Have we seen poppies before? Janath's estate. The easy life. Doesn't seem to be pertinent to us. Right, we find ourselves behind a fence.
That might be worth it.
I'm sure they won't mind us digging around in their garden. Alchemist's Fire, superior healing, and some other bits and pieces. And from here, well, we're on the wrong side of this fence now. But Astarian can pick this to get us back onto the high street. Thank you kindly. We have some kind of quest marker in this estate. Lady Janeth's estate. Okay, no, it's a location marker. Yeah, just a location marker. Fine. What about up to the northwest here? There's even more stuff, or is this a bridge we cannot cross? Somewhere there needs to be a route to the high city, obviously. Hello?
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Oh, funny. I can't recall.
Strange.
It's on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay, well, there's clearly a limited amount of space we can move up here. More citizens. Stacks of scrolls, but not stealing. And a mailbox. Do I know what this place is yet? No.
I want to have a word.
Who are you with?
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
Okay.
Greetings. Do you seek help? You are in the right place.
I'm mostly just exploring more of the city.
Don't mind if I do.
Valyrian flowers. Bixa root is a new one to me, I think. More poppies. Alright, this seems to be about as far northwest as we can go, unless there's something out the back part of this building. I'll tell you what. We might be able to just fly over here. No, that looks like the limits of where we can go. If there's not enough space to hop over that wall. So, there's just so many buildings and places to go, but I don't think this is the prison I'm looking for. So, we will continue to investigate around town. I feel like I need somebody that I can approach to just give me a nudge in the correct direction, you know? Is that to the high city? That's somewhere I've not been. And that guy's being a dick. More copies of the newspaper. Upper city off limits. I'm shocked.
No admission to the upper city until further notice. Residents may queue up and wait.
So you stopped queuing?
Well, if we can get the steel watch offline, that will benefit us greatly. But I don't want to do that until I have done the business of this prison. But now I'm just kind of going around in circles a little bit. That chest is empty. More plants I don't really need. And there's the route into Cazador's place, which is going to be a whole other giant fight that I don't know that I'm ready for. So yeah, now I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. But there must be kind of dozens and dozens of other corners we've not explored. Anything hiding up here? More balsam. Pigeons. The Liberated.
A tribute to liberty. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
Alright. We met Xanatubin, one of the Gondians being forced to build the steel watch. He said if they don't comply, the Bay Knights will kill both them and their families who are being held hostage at a secret location. He'll help us destroy the foundry if we find and rescue the families. We met Xanatubin, leader of the Gondians. We agreed to free their families, keeping hostage by Gortash, in exchange for the Steel Watch's destruction. The hostage's location is secret, but Xana thinks there may be clues in the foundry's lower levels. We must be careful not to be seen or risk disaster. Okay, we've done our walking then. Do we... I mean, there's also more of this stuff down south. Do we go and squeeze a long rest in before going into a giant dungeon?
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
You're just making that up on the spot.
My real query is, how many places can we kind of get into without there necessarily being a giant fight / crime committed? Because there's a lot of city around, isn't there?
Calm down.
Right. Let's swing over to Elf Song. We will get an extra night's sleep. I don't think anything's happening in our absence. Where is Elf Song? That's the wine festival, so Elf Song's up here. Then it might be just Astarion going in alone with a bunch of blessings. If we really do want to not be seen going around the basements, but that remains to be seen.
If I wasn't such a coward, I'd join a cult of Baal.
Don't go to the cult of Baal. It's a bad time. Well, Chef's still alive. That's good. He was on the hit list for the assassins. My other question was, so
Let's get on with it.
Shadowheart wouldn't use the mirror. Is that because we were camping at the time or not camping?
I'll have to try this later.
So if we go to long rest, can I do this now?
Whatever it takes. Maybe not the right time.
When is the right time then?
Maybe not the right time.
Ugh, I don't like it.
What to do? Should mind my step.
Okay. Let's get supplies from the window. Next to what's his face.
Here goes nothing.
At least we now have some scrolls of resurrection to use.
Stomachs like gaping caverns. What do you want? Enjoy your night.
I just want enough food. Oh, hello, Volo. We rescued you.
It is splendid to see you again, my
You
friend.
too, my friend.
If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
Oh, I don't know, Volo. Could be anything. Did you speak out against the cult of the Absolute? They have eyes everywhere.
It is not the eyes that I fear. It is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
You convinced me.
Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath,
Do you have this book already, or am I going off to get it? I've already slain Merkel's chosen. I can handle this.
I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Naturally. Regarding the Slayer. Even though his child of Baal has thus been fast squandering the gift of their unholy blood, it seems that Baal's lash is inescapable. The graven god now has besieged them with the Slayer, the beast and prophet, and when they turn, their mind is broken, more broken than all my torments could ever rend it to. I spent all this time while testing the captive spawn with my experiments, trying to extract more of Baal's gifts than from them. But they have brought upon the Slayer themselves. It seems that it manifests in moments of pure hatred, a divine hatred those of mortal blood cannot fathom. When the child of Baal hates in a way that pleases their lord, Baal himself descends upon them as his own avatar. Despite all the Baal spawn of Candlekeep has done to prevent Seravok's uprising, it seems Father must love them dearly indeed to intervene personally on their behalf. Perhaps if I continue my routine of absorbing all the divine essence I extracted while the spawn was my captive, I can force Baal's magic to quicken in my own blood, trick the fool god into thinking I'm one of his own children, thus I may tame the beast for myself. The book then contains a detailed record of Irenicus' experimental attempts to transform into the Slayer. That doesn't seem that helpful. Have you got trade though,
Whatever
Verno?
happens next, be sure that I will document
Right.
it all
Stuff
as
I've sold you.
possible.
That's heavy armor that I've sold you. Art, toys, helmets. Yeah, you don't have much new, do you? What do I have? Got loads of alchemical stuff, but I'll need that later. Couple of diamonds. Anyone else got stuff for Volo? We did trade off most of our stuff earlier. This is just everything in the history of the world, obviously. I did equip Gale with Arcane Enchantment. You get a +2 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls, because that's just too good. Alright, that'll be fine. Let's get that long rest in, and then off to the next dungeon we go. Why would you select 3 when 2 would do? Also, it's really rude
You
that...
sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
If we can kill these 2, does he not have the 7 anymore? Get away from us.
The right. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead. The right of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him!
Dun dun dun.
This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual, but if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
Persuasion or deception? Have you no heart, Astarion? You're asking them to die for this ritual. He's free of Cazador's command. You should follow him. He will save you. Yes. Favorable beginnings is so strong. We just need to roll a 2 or anything that is not a 1. Lovely. 34.
He is different. Stronger. Fire in his eyes. Maybe he could take Cazador's place. Maybe he could free us.
Perhaps we can get back at Cazador and finish the ritual. The seven can unite and...
What is this?
The bonds hold. He owns us. We have no choice. We must obey. Get out of here, Astarion, before...
Oh, goody. Okay, we did long rest. We do have our gear on, it seems. But these guys are all out to kill us. Wow. That's not ideal, is it? Oh, they're undead. That's good knowledge. What are their skills? I don't want to use my super duper mega stuff right now, if it can be helped. The staff here must be sick of cleaning up after the mess like this. That is a lot of broken furniture.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
God, it's so early in our adventuring day. Why do I lack 1/5 level spell slot? Oh, I have no sorcery points either. Did we not finish a proper long rest then? Did we just get healing but not spell slots? I am confused. Good damage. I don't want Shadowheart to be bloodless all day. Damn. Blood sapped. Hit point maximum reduced. Creature will die if it hits 0. Okay. We could turn undead. I don't think we're going to be using that very much in the robot-infested building. Those two are turned. That's good for us. Good damage. That one's running. Gale. Not Witch Bolt. That seems great. If I could not hit Astarion, though, that would be even better. Is there ever a way I can make this line not hit Astarion. There you go.
I won't give in.
Right, you're still turned. You're not. Did one of them die? Or disappear? Possibly disappear. Can't use Blight on undead. We've used Cone of Cold. What would be good here?
Have to keep going.
I guess we do what Gale did, but from the opposing side, except now Gale's in the way, of course. That'll help. Ouch. Alright, I'm still wondering if we're going to long rest after this resolves. Astarion's back up. Can I sneak attack here, or are we too far away? We're too far away. Alright, just regular attack, honestly. Don't do that, because we want them to remain turned. Damn.
Another fight. Let's go.
I just want Shadowheart to get one more turn. Good miss. Yeah, they're teleporting away in some fashion.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now.
Fair. Baldur's Bond forced their hands against us. Can he still force yours?
He cannot, thanks to our wriggling friend.
Oh, well, that's good.
He will be furious. And he'll be even more furious when I get to that crypt and stop him. For what it's worth, thank you. No matter what happens down there, you helped me stand up against him.
And the players that, like, just kill Astarion as soon as he appears. Did we long rest or not? Are we going back to bed?
With haste.
So confused. I still have mage armor up. Yeah, the players that kill Astarion when he attacks you on the beach and don't get to experience any of this, not knowing that he was a pivotal part of plot. I can't begin to imagine. There's the finished long rest. You'll love to see it. Mage armor for us. Okay, so we're getting out of here. Where's the doors? There's the doors. And we're going back to the southwest. I will walk there, but I won't make you watch the walk across the city. We'll see if anything interesting happens along the way, though. Nothing happened on our way over. I did wonder if... I can't see it from here, can I? There was... This here, they were saying that the docks are closed, but we just waltzed by. They didn't seem to want to stop us. So we're back over by the foundry. I did also wonder... Just behind us here, we have the Keep Out door. Is that exclusively to Lady Janeth's estate, or would there ever be a world in which we can get somewhere underneath the Steelwatch Foundry, I wondered. But also, this mage hand is invisible. So I wonder how much investigating we can do with it without causing... like a war crime. the assassination of major hostages, you know? It can be stealthed. It can waltz about.
Just fix it, you stupid oaf!
I'm wondering, is there another way down to the basement? Because we saw the staircase in the back room. That door is locked. What's this lever do? Opens this, I assume. Yeah, that opens the loading door. So we can investigate out front here a little. That looks like a cart to move things up and down. And that works, which is very intriguing. Oh no. Mage Hand died. Well, we can cast a new one for the new day, of course. Last time we flew up onto the roof. Oh, I didn't change my spells for the day. I think it's still early enough into our adventuring period. Do we have fly? We know the spell fly, right? Yeah, it's 3rd level. What am I not going to cast today? Probably Witch Bolt. So I can fly Astarion up there. I'm really just wondering, is there an alternate way that I haven't seen into the basement? Because I don't want to start a fight if I don't have to. It really feels like this is going to be a proper stealth mission. Although, let's just take a beat and go and see what's past where Volo was being held.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Because there may be something out further that helps us. Because we had a big fight here that many people didn't seem to care all too much about. That is stealing, so let's not do that. This was the explosives that Volo was strapped to. Oh, is this the temple of someone?
Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside.
Thank you. There's a funeral going on. I'm not really here for a funeral, and knowing nothing about it, I don't really want to intrude further for the sake of intruding further, you know? Doesn't have a location marker yet, but does not seem to be helpful.
A fully grown shark, fresh from the ocean. Not an easy catch.
Foundry entry warning.
Security zone. Trespassers will be terminated without warning.
I mean, last time I got a warning. This guy's on patrol around the outside. There's clearly more to the docks out there. But not much more. And then there's this cart that clearly can be moved around. So, let's bring the party to this corner here for a second. Astarion, how far can you cast Mage Hand? We can move across here. And fly up here. Don't be seen. Don't be seen. Don't be seen. Don't be seen. Okay. So we've got an empty boat. A rail cart. I feel like there's something here that can be done between this rail cart, all the explosives outside, the ability to roll this in. There's something about this that I can't quite put my finger on. I can't get over onto these ledges. Fine. Can hide out right there. But that's about as useful as that has become. But there's something about this train line that seems plausible to me. Like, if I could roll that train cart out to here, fill it with these explosive barrels, you know? Is there anything else at the other end of this lane? I don't know. Okay.
Let's hope for gold.
A mailbox for the business. Not stealing. Municipal sanction note. The Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issue of penetrating stench emanating from round street hatches that provide access to the city sewers. The tribe of gutter kobolds contacted to maintain free flow of the sanitation tunnels appears to have been slain or driven away by forces or circumstances unknown, and the resulting backup is responsible for the unpleasant odor. The department is taking appropriate measures to remedy the situation, but in the meantime, do not attempt to address the situation yourselves. Citizens are prohibited from using the round street sewer access hatches. Leave sanitation to the professionals. Oh. Is that the game's way of suggesting, hey, maybe try the sewers to get in? Question is, where is the nearest sewer entrance? I haven't seen one anywhere near this area of the map. Also, now my brain is on another tangent of what's down in this destroyed wreckage bit of dockway. I must know. Clearly, I can't keep track of one thought today. Water Queen's house is apparently what that is. A torch. A lot of nothing around the back end. There's a funeral going on. And then quarantine.
Warning. Plague risk. Do not enter. This ship is under strict quarantine until further notice.
Interesting. Are they petrified? Just dead. Gale, you also have access to Mage Hand. Is it only for a minute on this Mage Hand, or is that... Yeah. The Lengerman one is permanent. This one's only for 10 turns. I don't see anything else of threat, though. There's something going on back here, perhaps, as well. Counting House docks. So the counting house is like the bank. He just jumped over the other guard. That Mage Hand is done for. We expected as much. What's this? Oh god. Cursed Imp. Ray of Sickness. 7d8 poison damage. Attack roll. Oh god. Do we just counterspell? Do we think that we could... God, it's level 12. Okay, we will counterspell. We might not even be successful with our counterspell. We failed, so Portent die 5 instead. Well, I think we might have solved the mystery of the,
Just like old times.
the mystery of the plague. We're all in initiative right now. This barricade is really in the way. Gale,
What fools these mortals be.
could you do that to A, hit them, but B, get rid of the barricade? Oh my god! Gale took 108 acid damage, redirected from the cursed imp. What in the absolute hell? Whenever you take damage, reflect it back at your attack to threefold as acid damage. But it did still take the damage. Oh god.
What should I do?
Great question. How are we going to kill this thing? Polymorph?
Seems simple enough.
It still has Caustic Retort. It's polymorphed for 5 turns. Well, that gives me enough time to get Gale back up.
I've missed this. Don't linger. On the hunt.
No choice but to keep going.
Help Gale. So here's the thing. Gale is best poised to do damage because he only has 1 HP to lose. You know? We could also put our spiritual weapon up. Probably be valid.
Mistra Rill.
Oh god. Sea Plague. Beaded and adrip with thick oily sweat, the affected entity has disadvantage on checks, saving throws, and attack rolls. Oh my god. I have regrets.
Death is but a word away.
Okay, this guy has 3 HP as a sheep. Do I want to do anything before this other guy's turn? We are not currently hidden. So let's dash off of this boat. Oh god. We still have this plague. That's a real bad time.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay. Other things we can do. Astarion,
Let's turn someone inside
do
out.
you have the necklace that casts... Lesser Restoration. So, what does Lesser Restoration do? Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. Okay. We can cure ourselves of this disease in a minute.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Right, Astarion. Where's that necklace? That's an action, right? That is an action. But we now have this for next turn.
Battle of wits.
Shadowheart is the big guy. Guardian of Faith Concentration. Looks like a no. So stick that there to help out. Okay, we've cured ourselves of Sea Plague.
Now they see me.
Could not hide in that exact spot.
Come on, can't stay idle.
2 turns left on Polymorph. What do I want to do about this? I don't know.
A tale for the ages.
As I just said, Gale is best served to do the attacking here. Do I wait till next turn and get Astarion hidden first? Well, I can't hit them from there with that. This is going to get more awkward before it gets simpler, isn't it? Alright, Astarion. Hide.
Ready or not?
Sneak attack against the sheep.
Sounds like fun.
Nope. Fine. In which case... Cloud of Daggers means we don't take retaliation damage.
Blood comes easy these days.
Try a shatter. We took 42 poison damage. Great. Or acid damage, whichever way around it goes. Shadowheart, help here.
Time to push my luck again.
We're not doing anything here. Gale needs 14 to save. Oh my god. Okay, he's got 1 HP left. What even was that?
A welcome rest.
Darian, stop concentrating on this.
Don't linger.
If we're going to go exploring this goddamn place, we're going to need another long rest after that. Jeez. This mage hand is miles away. We have a fresh mage hand after the last round. I can't throw the imp around. These guys are all just corpses. So there's nothing else to be discovered up here. Fine, that will wear off in 6 turns. Do I just take Astarion back on board and realize I should have done... Oh, this comes back on a short rest. Fine. Astarion's going to go back on board. Alone.
Someone there?
Nothing on that. I told Jorkins, I said, the captain should never have dropped anchor at Crone Island. But Jorkins just laughed at me. He always does. Now, I ain't seen the captain in days, just stays in her cabin and calls out through her door, says she's sick, and I'm feeling mighty poorly myself. Jorkins don't look so good neither, but at least he's stopped laughing at me. Loads of fish. Astarion is encumbered by fish.
Help myself.
What's heaviest, dude? Send the metal bars to Gale. The rest of my life? The last few 10 days since I made the deal with the Gloom Crone have been the happiest I've known. Enough gold to last the rest of your life, she promised, and every day I've hefted those heavy clinking bags and been satisfied with my lot. But I didn't want to just feel it, I wanted to see it. So last night I opened the sacks and discovered the Crone's trick. 6 actual gold pieces, while the rest of the coins, thousands of them, were nothing but worthless dross. I chucked them down the side of the in the dark, but then I suddenly felt ill. Well, who wouldn't? But sometimes it's scratching and making noise in my baggage. Something bigger than a rat. I'm afraid to see what it is. So the hag gave them enough to last the rest of their lives, which was a day or two, clearly. While the first Manip said she wanted me to check out a lustrous lass, I didn't realise that the ship's name and almost said something regrettable. But when he said the vessel was under quarantine after drinking into harbour with a dead crew drifting, I realised Ilmatar had a task for me. The crew were dead indeed, of poison or pestilence. But what killed them? I found a wicker basket of rotting fruit, some kind I didn't recognise. Could that be it? There's an aura of wickedness here that belies mere death by food poisoning. I must search more thoroughly, but all of a sudden I'm feeling very tired. Very tired. Ridiculous old Disby and his portent of doom, but this time maybe he's right. Though everything would be fine if Harfang had made me a quartermaster, as I deserved, instead of giving me the position to that old coot. But she did what did it. She went and did it. So when we anchored at Crone Island, I slipped ashore and made my own deal. I am the smart one, I am. These guys all had a terrible trip. Can't get into the depths of the boat. This is empty. We've seen the ship already. I don't know if there's any more to this story, but we had the treasure. The treasure chest is there. And empty. Astarion doesn't need healing again. We're still encumbered. What is this? This is all our arrows. Send the bombs to Shadowheart. God, I got so much stuff I don't need. Really, I should go and put a bunch of this food away at the tavern. Speaking of which, this was a bit of a nightmare of a day. I had such hopes for going and adventuring in a giant dungeon, and we just got attacked in the night and then attacked on a boat. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign off right here next to the gates, and then in between I will go do a bunch of admin and come back, and if anything happens in between, I'll start the recording prematurely. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Sold. Pleasure doing business.